Welcome, my name's Carrie Tang. Today's presentation is on Cambodia's close call to extinction. In 1979, the CIA reported in a now declassified paper that they feared the people of Cambodia may become extinct due to their rapid decline in population from low birth and survival rates, and also high death rates. No one disputes that the Khmer Rouge were responsible, but another reason, which is in dispute, is Agent Orange. The USA never agreed to not use herbicides as a chemical weapon. According to an article in The Sun and CIA declassified information, Cambodia was bombed with Agent Orange, as was much of Southeast Asia, such as Vietnam and Laos. It was considered a dangerous precedent to use the chemical weapons because that meant that other troops could use it against our troops. Today, few studies would dispute the dangers of Agent Orange. Agent Orange is made of dioxins. It's known to cause cancer, birth defects, health issues up to and including death. It creates an inability to grow food, and it defoliates forests and food in general. It is awful. People need food to be able to survive, and when you destroy your ability to grow food, you destroy their ability to survive, especially in a country like Cambodia that relies on agriculture. That is, they pretty much just grew to survive. Nobody really lived in cities. There wasn't markets. It was just you grew your own food to survive. Occasionally you might trade. Now that's where the dispute comes in. When we used Agent Orange, did we destroy their ability to produce their own food? I would argue yes, we did, because during the Khmer Rouge they couldn't grow food. And everybody kept saying, well, that's because Khmer Rouge didn't know what they were doing. How could they not know what they were doing? They were all farmers. That's just how they lived. They all knew what they were doing. More study would need to be investigated to find out what exactly happened to the soil. And it's not really being done. So the United States started their bombing with Agent Orange in the 1960s, and it ended with the Vietnam War. Now the Khmer Rouge, they took over in April 1975 till January 1979. Most studies say that it killed a third of the population, which was between 2.5 to 3 million people. Some people say it was a little more, very few say it was less. People died from systematic torture, systematic execution, exhaustion, and starvation. There simply just wasn't any food. So there really was no accountability for the United States or for Hun Sen or the Khmer Rouge. People got away with murder, literally. The United States is responsible for the death of people who died exposed to Agent Orange. They're responsible for the people exposed to Agent Orange even up until today, because people are having birth defects and they're still dying. And Hun Sen, he was part of the Khmer Rouge, and he's been the leader for quite some time in Cambodia, several decades, just like Putin. And he has done nothing to really make anyone responsible for what has happened. There was some trials that went on, but not really much happened. People got away with it. And the one person that was convicted of a war crime was too old for it to even matter. He pretty much was he was going to die anyway. One thing I recommend is looking at the New York Times article about Agent Orange in Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. I posted the link to the left. It's hard not to be angry when you see what type of birth defects people are dealing with and have been dealing with for the past several decades due to the bombing with Agent Orange. I hope you learned a lot from this presentation. Have a great day. Thank you.